It's happening.
Oh boy. Back on Marbellous' channel.
How long ago was this?
I believe this was back in March?
Yeah, sounds about right.
February, March?
Mm-hmm.
We did a video called The Top 5 Power Rangers.
Yep, I remember that one.
Oh, we were supposed to do a part 2. Now, we're bringing to you a top 10. I'm reviving for one time only at the moment a top 10 list because we were supposed to do a second part.
We never did.
So we're doing top 10. Now we're going to do the top 5 Power Rangers villains and revised top 5 Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
So without further ado,
it's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time. Here are the top 5 best Power Rangers villains and the top 5 Power Rangers. Let's morph it.
All right then, morphin' time!
And here we go. Coming in at number 5 from Marbellous. Who you got?
I've got Ivan Ooze, one of the old school villains from the Power Rangers movie. He was, to me, he was actually pretty horrifying when he first came out. I don't know what...
Look at this guy.
What was more horrifying? Would you say, was it Ivan Ooze, or was it the horrible CGI in those the transforming robots?
Oh man, the robots.
I know, I think that was
the robots,
horrifying, man. Top time horror.
Wow.
Horrifying. So yeah, Ivan Ooze, I mean, he was a pretty cool villain.
Yeah.
He really looked evil. I think he was a good villain for the movie. He was comical, he was funny, and he kind of felt like he was on the same level as Lord Zed and Rita and stuff like that. So to me, I feel like he was a good villain to put in. And he actually got into the what's it called, the command center.
Yeah, he did.
And, you know, he went on a tirade, and he was like, you know, all the things he missed. He was like, the Spanish Inquisition. And, you know,
the Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch reunion. So I thought he was a great character, and I loved when he was selling off the ooze. And, you know,
oh my goodness.
And he got all the kids, you know,
leap to your doom.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. And I think one of the best things about him, well, about that movie in general, was I love how they played Dreams at the end by Van Halen.
That's such a great song.
Such a great song. So for me, that's my number 5, Ivan Ooze.
Well, for me, number 5 is... They call me Ivan Ooze.
Ivan Ooze.
Oh my god, to this day, I think I still quote, "You don't know who you're messing with." Yeah, man, we're the Power Rangers. Woo-wee, where's my autograph book? I love that quote so much.
I love that.
Oh my god.
He's such a great character.
He is the dumbest character that they ever created.
Yeah.
But I think that's what made him so great, was how dumb of a character he was.
And the bad CGI when he's transformed.
Oh my god.
God.
Oh my goodness. I seriously think that they did not need to go through a whole ninja training just to defeat Ivan Ooze.
Oh dude, yeah, that's right.
Dude, trust me.
Trust
me when I say this. If I was a superhero, I'm defeating Ivan Ooze with one punch.
Yeah.
I think Saitama should have just come in and hit him with one punch. And he would burst into goop, okay?
Dude, he's like Majin Buu of the Power Ranger universe.
Oh yes, he definitely is. Oh my. But that being said, because we grew up with the Power Rangers movie and we love it so much, number 5 is going to be Ivan Ooze.
White Ranger power!
Coming in at number 4, Marbellous, who you got?
Number 4 for me is RANSIK from Power Rangers Time Force, I believe. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I actually kind of like that villain. He was kind of interesting because he...
Okay.
He kind of like mutated himself, you know, and I really like that he had a partner. Remember that robot guy that was his partner?
You know, I'm going to be very honest with you.
You don't remember RANSIK that much?
I never watched Time Force.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Somebody asked me that the other day, like, you didn't even watch Time Force? I was like...
Yeah, Time Force was good. Yeah, no, he was a good villain. What I liked about him was there was points where he was extremely evil and, you know, he just, you know, he turned his back on all of humanity and stuff like that. And then towards the end, he had his daughter in that, right? Do you remember the daughter that was in it? She had, like, pink hair and stuff like that?
I believe so, yeah. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so at the end, something I think happens with his daughter, and then he turns a new leaf. And I don't know, I kind of like that, and he's more memorable villain. I don't really have much like that I thought that he did that was so, like, incredible. I just feel like he was a more memorable villain from Power Rangers. And, you know, he's a step down from Ivan Ooze. So number 4, that's RANSIK for me.
Definitely. Well, you know what? I'm going to take your time, and I'm going to throw it into space. Because at number 4, I've got Astronoma.
Oh, nice.
So cool. Such a cool villain, Astronoma. She was the second villain, I think, to... No, wait, was she the first villain to ever almost successfully defeat the Power Rangers.
Yeah, I think so.
Astronoma was the first villain to almost defeat the Power Rangers successfully. But they banded together and they, everybody helped them out and ended up defeating Astronoma. But, along the way, she was devious. She was intelligent. She knew what she was doing. It is later on revealed that she's actually Andros' sister.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then later on in Lost Galaxy, she becomes the Pink Ranger.
Oh, yeah.
So she becomes a Ranger, but, that being said, she's mainly, to us, known as a villain. So Astronoma was awesome and a strong female presence, strong female character. And Power Rangers was about to get canceled by the time Power Rangers in Space came on. And because the show was so awesome, and Astronoma was such a great villain, they saved the show.
Yeah, Space really changed a lot of stuff.
It really did, and it's one of the few seasons without Tommy that I'm going to sit there and watch.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
So definitely at number 4 for me, Astronoma.
Black Ranger power.
So coming in number 3, Marbellous, who you got, man?
I thought a little bit hard about this one, and
long and hard.
A little bit hard, a little long and hard on this. Long and hard, yeah. My number 3 is going to probably surprise you.
So who's your number 3?
Goldar.
Really?
Yeah.
Goldar. Okay, we're going OG right now.
Yeah, because I thought about Lord Zed, I thought about Rita, and I was like, they're not really fearsome. You don't ever see Rita really take on the Rangers, right? She just is like, make my monster grow, right? And she's not really much more than that. And Lord Zed, right. You see him get in combat once with Tommy, and he is formidable, but they're just more of like, the force behind it. They don't really get into combat. Goldar was always the one that was like, I'll do this for you, Rita.
That's true.
And
I will beat you, Tommy.
Hey, it's like he's right here. Oh my god! Can you try to do that without your mouth moving?
I really can't. But watch, I'll do it outside of the video. Watch. Marbellous, you're a fan of Goldar. I'm gonna get you.
Oh no, he's after me,
Tommy.
So this is definitely one of the reasons why he's my number 3. He's horrifying.
Yeah, he's pretty creepy.
And when I say Goldar, I also want to kind of tag in 2 more, if this is fair. Scorpina and King Sphinx.
Can I get a little tidbit right there?
Yeah.
Little side note?
Yeah.
In Kyoryu Sentai Zero Ranger.
That's cool, you know that.
The Zero Ranger Japanese version.
Yeah.
Goldar is basically supposed to be Scorpina's husband.
Okay,
and she's
that makes sense.
And Goldar is under Rita's control. And she and Goldar are supposed to defeat a whole bunch of, or supposed to eliminate the Rangers, and then they get free. And so that's the story behind that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Anyways, I just thought I'd mention that.
No, that's cool. I gotta watch
you
this.
You guys got to hear a little Japanese song, so yeah.
That's cool, you know that. That's really good.
Oh man,
I haven't even seen the Sentai stuff.
You don't have to.
I should though. So yeah, Goldar was. I loved. He was always in a battle. I mean, like at least 1 in every 10 episodes, he was in a battle. And he was actually a formidable fighter for a long time. They never really took him down. He went into what, season 3? He was into
Goldar.
Turbo.
Oh my
gosh.
He went into Turbo.
Did he? Was it Turbo?
He went into Turbo with him and
I know for
Rito.
sure at least Zeo. I know for sure.
No, he went into Turbo, actually.
Okay.
At least half of Turbo.
Okay. So, yeah, Goldar was great, and he had a lot of character progression. In the beginning, he was really evil, and I love how he would transport, like, Tommy and Jason into, like, his little realm, and they couldn't get out. And he's such a great villain. Like,
he really,
that's incredible. And, later on, he changes a little bit with him and Rito. They become servants to Vulcan Skull. So, there's a little bit of humor to him. So, I think he's a really memorable villain. And, melted cheese, man, though.
I know, right?
Melted cheese.
I know, right?
All right, what's your number 3, Boomer?
Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. So coming in at number 3 for me, I've got I'm having a blank memory right now. From Ninja Storm. Please help me.
Oh yeah, is it Lothar?
Lothar, thank you.
Yeah,
I've got Lothar at number 3.
Lothar.
Do you want to know why?
Yeah, please tell me. I'd love to know why Lothar's your number 3.
Because I like ninjas.
That's a great reason.
I know, right?
That's okay.
And that's what I'm sticking with.
That's literally the only thing you got.
That is literally why I like Lothar.
Alright. Sounds good. Alright.
No, I'm shitting with you. Number 3, I've got Rita Repulsa.
You had me. I was like,
I know, you thought I was talking about Lothar. No, number 3, I'm going to go with Rita Repulsa.
Okay.
The original Power Rangers.
Right.
Villians.
Villians.
She tried so hard and failed every week to destroy the Power Rangers with her magic wand and make my monster grow! And she got so many headaches. I'm telling you this right now, Marbellous. Her Advil, aspirin, Adasol, Tylenol.
David, stop talking. You're giving me a headache!
Yeah. But that being said, we grew up with Rita Repulsa.
We did, yeah.
So it is unfair to not put her on this list, Marbellous.
Hey, there's two to the left.
So number 3, Rita Repulsa.
Pink Ranger power!
And, alright, so coming to number 2. Who you got in number 2 spot?
Well, take a guess who my number 2 is. She had huge knockers.
Ooh.
She was a space pirate.
Okay.
And she was the only one to successfully beat the Power Rangers.
Oh, you're talking about... Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Who was that?
You must be talking about Bulk and Skull.
Close.
Okay.
Talk about Divatox.
Yeah, Divatox, that's right.
Divatox.
That's right, okay.
So Divatox...
As I like to call her, Chesty Sinclair.
Chesty Sinclair. We had a drinking game, actually. I don't drink, but I watched two of my friends do a drinking game every time she showed up, and it was just superimposed on her chest. In Turbo, the movie, I was just like, yeah, that's...
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
In the first part of the Turbo series...
Yeah.
And then in the second part of Turbo series...
Yeah.
Is it 2 different actresses that play her?
Yeah, it is.
That's
yeah.
what I thought.
She actually... One of the... I think the girl who played... what is it? Like Imperia or something like that? What was her name? Equestria? Like the question lady, you know, that was in the command center?
Yeah.
She played both Divatox and her, apparently.
Seriously?
Yeah. They switched
wow,
it up.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, Divatox, mainly because she's hilarious. Such a stupid villain, but she was the only one who actually beat the Rangers. And, I mean, she actually gave them a run for the money. And the whole thing with Malagor in the movie was kind of cool. And I don't know, I love the cheesiness.
Man, Malagor. Wow.
Yeah, she was just hilarious. I mean, I put her on the same level as Ivan.
Oh, come on, you were attracted to her.
No, actually not at all. She's too much of a space pirate for me, man.
God.
But, yeah, so that's my number 2, believe it or not.
And I think she
Divatox.
kind of inspired Lady Gaga's look originally.
Oh, yeah, maybe a little bit, yeah.
Probably.
So, there you go, number 2.
Well, coming in at number 2 for me, the Machine Empire.
That's a good one. Yeah.
King Mondo, Sprocket, the rest of them.
Gasket, King Gasket,
Yeah.
Prince Gasket, Serpentera, all that good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. What is there to say about the Machine Empire? They're the freaking Machine Empire.
They had some pretty badass music whenever they
Yeah, they did. They forced Rita and Lord Zed off the moon.
That was pretty cool.
They took over the moon. They're like, this is our home now.
Yep.
Sorry, y'all gotta move.
Y'all
Nah, man, y'all gotta move.
That was the slogan for the season. Y'all gotta move.
Zed and
Season
Rita.
2, baby.
Power Rangers Zeo, in brackets. Zed and Rita. Y'all gotta move.
Y'all gotta move.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Catch me outside.
Yeah, my ratings are gonna go through the roof now. I just said that.
Yeah. I'll tag that as one of the meta tags.
Exactly.
Catch me outside.
Catch me outside. How about that? Yeah, no, the Machine Empire, especially, they were so cool. I was gonna probably give a little shout out to Serpentera, but that wasn't really part of the Machine Empire.
You ran on AA batteries.
I know, right? So apparently, Zed
the show.
and Goldar needed to put batteries in there all the time.
My God, man.
But no, the Machine Empire are pretty cool. They sent. I like robots. I really like robots and machines. So that's why for me, I thought they were such a cool concept because it's not the royal family themselves, but every single monster of the week was like a machine.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so neat. And Zeo kicked
That was
it
cool.
into.
That was cool.
Man, Zeo kicked it into a whole
Dude,
nother
I think
level.
I'm gonna say something. I think Zeo was the best. I think Zeo was the best out of all of them. Really was like.
No, I'm sorry. Mighty Morphin remains the best, but
For you,
Zeo is second best, hands down, man.
Well, we have our differing opinions. Maybe that's another video for another day.
Yeah, maybe another day.
So,
But yeah, so number 2, the Machine Empire. All right.
good choice.
And
Red Ranger power!
number 1 villain of all time. Let's come to it.
Number 1.
Excuse
Well,
me.
there's actually 5 of them.
But we already just did a top 5.
I know,
How are
but
you choosing 5?
there's 5 Psycho Rangers, dude.
Ooh,
the Psycho Rangers.
Psycho Rangers.
My favorite of all time. Honestly,
love those characters.
Great designs.
Yeah.
They were super evil looking, and they actually they gave the Rangers like one of the biggest problems. What was it? They were in space, right?
In space, yeah.
In space, and then they came back. I think a galaxy again.
Yes, they did.
Oh
to
man,
the power of 10.
Yeah, it's
Remember?
great. Yeah, it was great. And the only way they could beat them, I think they had to like trade. Red had to go against blue and stuff like that because like the red was so strong against the red.
Yeah.
And then who was the guy in Galaxy? The Silver Ranger. What was his name?
Oh,
Is it a Silver Ranger?
the Silver Ranger.
Yeah,
No. Silver Ranger was in space.
Yeah.
Titanium Ranger was in...
the Titanium
Galaxy.
Ranger had to like pretend he was like a Psycho Ranger, and then basically he So
I remember that.
Oh man, Psycho Rangers, so great. One of the most interesting designs, and that's my number one.
Yeah. Well, number one for me is going to come as a little shocker, because you guys know that I'm a massive fan of all things Power Rangers. Number one for me is from a series that was a concept Power Rangers series.
Ooh, this sounds interesting.
Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. I thought really hard about this one, and originally I was going to give it to Lord Mesagog from Dino Thunder, although he is a honorable mention.
Cool.
Mesagog was such a cool character. He was trying to take the world back to the Triassic period.
Yep.
And of course, Tommy was in Dino Thunder.
Yep.
But number one is going to Venjix.
Venjix. Was that RPM?
Power Rangers RPM.
I have not watched RPM.
Oh man. The whole series of RPM takes place under a domed city named Corinth.
Okay.
In a post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah.
It is completely outside of the Power Rangers universe, basically. It has no tie-in to the other series. It is a concept series of what would it be like in the future in a post-apocalyptic world if machines took over the world and Power Rangers have to fight these machines to keep saving humanity. And Venjix is... He's not even... he's an entity. He's a virus.
Oh, he's a virus.
He is a virus.
That's cool, man. That's a good villain.
Oh, man. Okay, look. Just quickly. Dillon, the Black Ranger, has no memory loss. He has got memory loss. And then there's another character named Tanaya 7. And she is under Venjix's control. You come to find out that Dillon, the Black Ranger, and Tanaya 7 are brother and sister.
Spoiler alert.
Venjix was controlling this the whole time.
Wow, that's so
what
cool.
an amazing villain.
That is cool.
I'm not a huge RPM fan. It's good, but this character was just so freaking good. So,
good choice. That's actually very interesting. I like that. That's a good choice. Number one. No Lord Zed on our list.
No Lord Zed.
Interesting. No Lord Zed. That's crazy.
All right.
So, all right. I guess we're gonna morph on into the top 5 Rangers.
All right.
We're not taking any chances, guys. It's morphin' time.
Oh, Power Rangers. Who does not love the Rangers themselves?
Yeah.
Hey, Vanessa, if you could shout out to the people watching, who was your favorite Power Ranger?
Yellow.
Which yellow?
The original.
Trini from Mighty Morphin?
Good choice.
She loves Trini. So let's kick it.
All right, let me start this off.
It's Morphin time. It's Morphin time! Number 5, Marbellous.
My number 5 favorite Ranger. Jeez, that's gonna have to be Cam Watanabe from Ninja Storm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was cool.
Okay.
Ninja Storm had some really cool character designs, and especially Cam. He was the Green Ranger. He had the really cool kind of like shoulder pad design that the Green Ranger had, but it was more angular, and he was more of like a he was just such a great character, and nobody thought he was gonna really get like a power up. So he went back in time, and I think he got the power from his mother, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. And I always remember when he first becomes the Green Ranger, and he looks at Lothar, he's like, hate to spoil your fun.
Yeah. And he's got that really cool, like, Shuriken Zord.
Oh, yes.
Which was amazing.
Cam was awesome.
Yeah, so Cam is my number 5.
Okay, well, coming at number 5 for me is kind of a more recent Power Ranger. And the reason why I chose this Ranger is you're going to find out why. Number 5, I've got Shelby Watkins. Power Rangers Dino Charge, Pink Ranger.
Nice.
Do you want to know why I chose Shelby?
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome, and she's very, very Vanessa Blocker is very, very nice to look at. But in the whole history of Power Rangers, she's the first African-American Pink Ranger.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's cool.
She kicks butt. She's quirky. She's funny. She's often seen helping the Red Ranger, and she has a vast knowledge of dinosaurs, and that's what the whole series is about, dinosaurs. So she brings a lot to the table in terms of being a Power Ranger, and I thought she was really cool. So number 5 is definitely Shelby Watkins from Dino George.
It's moving time!
Number 4.
Number 4, let's see, where do I want to go with this one? Haven't had much time to think about this. I'm going to go with the Red Ranger from Jungle Fury. I don't remember his name at this point.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Another really good series. Jungle Fury for me was actually like a pivotal. It was probably actually one of my favorite series.
We watched a couple of episodes.
Yeah, I really like Jungle Fury. A really good series. Yeah, I really liked him, and I thought he had a good demeanor. Him and the was it like the Wolf? Not the Wolf Ranger, the Lion, the Black Lion Ranger.
They got their mentor. They got to train them, right?
Yeah, BD, whatever his name is. BD.
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was
the Rhino Ranger too. But anyway, sorry.
And they had a lot of they brought in other Rangers that were older guys, and I thought it was really cool. But I loved the power ups, and I loved a lot of that.
Daichi was a pretty good villain.
Daichi, that's his name. Daichi, that's it. And yeah, it was all like kind of samurai related in a way, samurai like ninjas kind of thing like that.
You know what? It reminded me a lot of what's it called? Wild Force.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of a bit like Wild Force. Yeah,
except for the Red Ranger didn't end up killing his roommate in real life. So, anyways, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my number 4. I don't have much more to say about them. I just really like them, and I really like their designs. And yeah,
cool. All right. Coming in at number 4 for me, it's kind of a tough one. And if I'm scouring through much history of Power Rangers, I think I'm gonna go with TJ, but when he was the Blue Ranger from Power Rangers in Space.
Okay.
I could have given it to Andros.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to Andros, but TJ was the Red Turbo Ranger, and when they went up in space, he became the second in command. Yes.
Yep.
But TJ was cool, man. He was solid, man. Whenever they needed him, they can count on him. Whenever Andros wasn't there, he took the lead. So I wasn't a huge Turbo fan. I really liked In Space, and I had to put an In Space character on here. But TJ was just really cool. I liked him a lot better than Andros. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So number 4 for me is definitely TJ, the Blue Space Ranger.
Nice control.
So number 3.
Number 3 for me is going to be Andros.
Oh.
Yeah, Andros was a great character.
Undermining me.
Undermining you, yeah. Andros was a great character. I mean, Space was probably one of the best series out there, and he was a great lead, and he had a very different look to him. Of all the characters in all the series, it's a very different look to him. He kind of almost looked like a wise, like Gandalf kind of character, but like a young Gandalf. Very strange. Yeah. And I really liked that character, and he seemed like a good leader, and he had like a good head on his shoulders. And I'd say he's a good
Andros is cool,
3.
honestly. Yeah. Well, excuse me. Coming in at number 3 for me, I think I'm gonna go with Dillon, the Black RPM Ranger.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him. The reason why I'm going with him is because RPM was a cool series, and I think he was the one Ranger that stood out the most out of all of them. He had no memory. He was trying to figure out who he was. He was trying to figure out who his family was, where he came from, and he ended up being chosen as a Power Ranger. And in this year, there was only 3 for the core team, because you know how sometimes they do 5, sometimes they do 3?
Yeah.
Well, there was just 3 for the core team, and then all the other members added are just like, as I like to call the expansion pack members.
Yeah.
So Dillon was the first expansion pack member, and he was really cool. He had cool cars, too.
Oh,
His cars were cool.
Really, I gotta watch RPM.
You gotta check out RPM, man. So yeah, definitely number 3, Dillon, the Black RPM Ranger.
Black Capital Ranger power.
Number 2, who you got for me, man?
Oh, this is tough. This is tough for me.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, before you get it, I'm just gonna tell you that I've got a tie. So go ahead.
I do too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All right.
Ooh.
So for number 2.
Come on, man.
I think it's got to be Tommy. my second, just eking out by a little bit, beating out Zach, the Black Ranger, and what was the other guy there?
Adam?
Adam.
So you have got a 3-way tie for number 2?
No, Adam and Zach were the same Ranger, like the same costume.
Right.
I'm talking about in terms of costume.
Right. Okay.
But if I'm talking about Zach and Adam, I would probably say Zach over Adam. But
so number 2.
Number 2 is Tommy. In Tommy Green Ranger.
Okay.
I think it's self-explanatory. The most important character in the series. Very cool armor. So many interesting fights. I mean, the fight with Jason and the whole crew. I mean, that was such a great fight. The Green with Evil saga, like 5-part saga. I mean, he's the most definitive character in the series.
Greatest story arc in the Power Rangers.
Yeah. So I mean, it's very simple to choose him as number 2, and you'll see why my number 1 is so great.
I feel like I know who the number 1's going to be.
I think you do.
I think I might know.
You might.
Well, coming in at number 2 for me is 2 characters that you just mentioned after Tommy. I've got a 2-way tie. Adam Park. Zach Taylor. Zach, the Black Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, with his hip-hop keto, y'all.
I'm glad you put him on here.
And Adam Park. But Green Zeo Ranger Adam.
Oh.
So that's my tie. Because...
What costume, though, are you choosing?
What do you mean?
Which costume? Which ranger suit? You have to choose one Ranger suit.
But I just said Adam is in the Green Zeo suit.
Oh, so you're actually choosing him. Okay,
I'm choosing, that's the one I'm choosing. Okay. Because to me, there's only ever going to be one Black Ranger.
Right.
Zach.
Yeah,
Zachary. Zachary. With his hip-hop keto. He was so positive, chasing Angela. He was just so cool, bouncing all over the place. Zach was that one guy that you wanted to hang out with and be like, he's the life of the party.
He is the life.
And then when it came to fighting, yeah, Tommy had the shield. Tommy would pass it on to Jason sometimes, but who was the other Ranger that had the shield at one point?
Did he have the shield?
Zach wore the shield at one point too.
What episode?
I forget the episode, but he wore the shield, man.
Oh man, I gotta see that.
And then Adam Park, the Green Zeo Ranger, well, he was the second Black Ranger, but you know what? To be honest, it's big shoes to fill when you're Zach. But he became the Green Zeo Ranger, and he became his own identity, his own character.
Yeah.
And he was cool when he was the Green Zeo Ranger. And he was just so, like, down to earth. And I feel like Adam, especially the actor who plays him, Johnny Young Bosch, if you were to meet him in your life, he'd be like, hey, man, yeah, definitely, let's take a photo together.
Yeah.
I feel like he's that kind of guy, especially the way he plays him as a character. So, number 2, tie between Zach and Adam. And now...
The Ranger power.
Without further ado, who do you have at number 1, Marbellous?
My number 1 choice, if you've seen our other video.
That's what I figured.
It's gonna be Jason. The red... Nah, screw that shit. I'm going with the Gold Ranger.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, it's gonna be the Gold Ranger.
Wow, man. Okay.
Yeah. The Gold Ranger.
Oh, you swerved me.
I swerved.
I seriously thought you were going to go Red Ranger.
You were like, oh shit, it's the Red Ranger.
I was like, Red Ranger? Oh, what?
Like, it's the Gold Ranger.
To quote Chris Griffin, what?
I was all like, yo, yeah, thanks, you too, man.
So Gold Ranger, okay.
Gold Ranger. Yeah, basically Jason coming back. I mean, it was the coolest thing. You didn't know who the Gold Ranger was. You thought it was that dude from the other planet.
Yeah.
It was Billy.
Well, didn't you also think it was Tommy's brother at one point?
Tommy's brother.
Exactly.
And, just having Jason back in Zeo, and everybody was like, Jason was the Red Ranger, and then came back as that. And, man, honestly, Gold Ranger had the coolest song, had the coolest staff. Okay, that staff was awesome.
Yeah,
the black and gold, and his Zord was a freaking pyramid. Okay? Yeah. Such a cool character, man. So, to me, he's my number 1.
Well, I'm going to be very honest with you. He almost was number 1 for me, and I thought really hard. It came down to him and another. Although I agree with you, Jason as the Gold Ranger is so amazing. He was almost number 1 for me, but then I thought long and hard, and I was like, nope, I got to give it to the actual greatest Power Ranger of all time. We're talking about Justin the Blue Turbo Ranger.
Oh my god, how did I miss him? Can I change my first choice?
No, you can't, because I'm swerving you. Justin, the Blue Turbo Ranger? Really? I'm going to choose that guy?
Greatest Ranger of all time?
You're kidding me, right?
I mean, you got a toy of him right here.
I know. And you guys want to see the toy, right? Because this is the toy I'm about to show you is the greatest Power Ranger of all time. Oh, wait, that's Tommy, the Green Ranger. Oh, and I'm not just talking about the Green Ranger.
Dude, where's your Justin toy?
I don't have a Justin to it.
Ah, you swerved me.
I swerved you. Tommy Oliver. You're number 2, right?
Yep, number 2.
Green Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. White Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Red Zeo Ranger. Red Turbo Ranger. Oh, and guess what?
Cameo in the movie.
Cameo in Power Rangers 2017. Not just that. Black Dino Thunder Ranger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. That staff that he had was just as epic as the Gold Zeo Ranger
So,
staff.
question, is he going to come back in the series ever again?
No, he's a little too busy with his YouTube channel, My Morphin Life.
Yeah. Well, he's not morphing much anymore, so...
He's not morphing. He's busy with the MMA right now, and...
he's got his own dojo. Red Dragon, what is it? I think it's Red Dragon dojo.
Like
yeah.
But yeah, so number 1 for me, hands down, Green Ranger, Tommy Oliver. Greatest Power Ranger of all time.
I agree with that.
Good
choice.
I'm not going to watch... I watch a lot of Ranger series, but the only ones that I actually sit down and watch completely are the ones that Tommy were on. Mighty Morphin, Zeo, First Half of Turbo, Dino Thunder.
You heard that, Saban. Get Tommy back.
Red Aquatar Ranger power. Rangers of Aquatar, full power.
Power of water, power of light, powers unite. It's moving time! Rangers of Aquatar, we need full power. We must remember to conserve our energy.
That being said, that's the list.
That's the list.
Now we're going to cut that out and go. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that.
Let me see if I can get this straight. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching.
That was the top 10 list. Let us know what you guys thought. Let us know in the comments below who your favorite villain, who your favorite Power Ranger is. Right?
Don't forget.
Ready to do it?
Yeah.
Share, comment, like, and subscribe. And as always guys,
it's cool if it's nerd cool.
Peace.
Take 2. Hold on. Let's do this again.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we'll just keep this in.
Alright, you ready to do it?
Let's do it again. Like.
Share.
Fucking shit.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, cut it out.
Yeah. To like.
Share.
Oh shit, I got it wrong right away.
It's alright.
All right.
Let's do it together. Look, share.
Like. No. Isn't it like?
No, okay.
No, it's like.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Share. Comment.
Like. Subscribe. Wow. It's crazy.
That's how it's done. And as always, guys,